This is a rough matchup for Zetter. We get into it. Game 1 on Forest Floor.
You see Landkon immediately with the aggression here, pulling together these up air chains. It's a really tricky situation to try to DI out of. You know, you DI out, get caught in another up air chain, and you DI the other way. Hodan can catch you with an empowered fair, and it leaves you on a poor DI for the rest of the string. So yeah, Landkon's rocking it this first few interactions of the game.
Getting Zetter already in the edge guard. Are forcing him to burn his resources early. Poor Games just cannot make it back to the stage to refresh his resources, and Landkon with the up special not going to take it quite yet. But these forward airs are just going to keep wrecking up, and Landkon secures the first stock right off of that.
Right, and we're going to be moving on here to the next part. Games of Flames is going to have to pick up the pace here if he wants to bring it back from that stock deficit, because Landkon looked like he was handling that pretty handily.
As soon as he threw Zetter off stage, it's just so easy for Hodan with that charge sphere to rinse and repeat Zetter and burn all of his resources. This is a bit unfortunate for Games, but right now doing a good enough job of trying to even up the pace. Nearing 100% on Landkon's first stock. That low ceiling on Forest Floor might prove in handy with an up strong.
But we see Landkon here coming for the reversal off stage. Finally gets the wall tech ledge dash. I think earlier Games and Frames was trying to go for that, and but just a little too low in the stage. For down strong pickup, missed wall tech there from Landkon, I think. Probably could have checked wall there. But yeah, stocks are now even, though Games and Flames does have a massive percent deficit they're going to have to make up here.
But gets this shine up out of Landkon's mix-up. Up there right now, they're playing neutrally around each other. Another charge fair going to send Games off stage. Does not have edge, does not have resources, but manages to touch stage and get those refreshed. But the charge up special was going to send Games straight to the ceiling and losing his second stock.
That as a reversal tool is powerful, but with Games and Flames starting this edge guard here, we could see perhaps a return to form. No, not quite.
Quite yet. It does get the connection and on the charged F-Strong. And unfortunately, Landkon just not able to make that recovery, and now it's looking a lot more doable for Games and Flames.
That is true that you mentioned. And that Games and Flames got their advantage state started. Just needs to hold out here. Keeping up the pressure. Oh, but misses pushing Landkon off stage. Nope. Gets the confirm.
Oh, but the uppers are coming out, but he manages to escape. However, he's immediately thrown off stage with no edge. With no air dodge is going to be rough, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the resources to quite make it back.
That was an incredible reversal from Landkon there, taking game 1 over Games and Flames on Forest Floor.
Games and Flames with the Tower of Heaven counter pick. I think that triplat layout is going to prove handy for Zetter, but however, it's also just as good for Hodan. Much more even start to start things off. Games and Flames coming off with a nice string and get some chain chases across these plats. And gets that up strong.
Back to neutral here, trying to feel each other out. Looks like, oh, great catch, dodging through the down B here. Just needs to keep the edge guard up. Landkon once again coming back in for a reversal. The up air chains are doing their heavy lifting.
Yeah, but thankfully Games is managing.
Oh, the spike with the down B. How unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Landkon. Gonna put him in a deficit. With the heavyweights, trying to approach can be a nightmare sometimes. And Hodan's no exception with some of his lackluster neutral tools. However, it's just gonna take one hit and for Landkon to make up that percent deficit. Just like that.
And just like that. Nice little catch with an up B, and that's down to the even stocks.
Flame's going to need to do a lot better playing more horizontally, because that area above Hodan is just a no-fly zone. Right now he is doing a good job of
hard
doing
read for the tech in there from Games and Flames. So far with the percent lead, doesn't look like there's... Yeah, it takes the stock right there. Full stock up. Games and Flames is looking a lot different this time around compared to last game.
It may have gone into the set expecting the crack, however the Hodan... It may have threw him off, but he's making those adaptations despite the rougher matchup. And does save his air dodge and manages to get the tech, throwing himself back on stage. And just put Landkon approaching kill percent soon enough. However, that parry's going to be huge.
Confirming the up strong. Excellent DI from Landkon. Staying alive here when it is most crucial. But a wave land down strong to cover all platform options. Unfortunately takes that stock, and Games in Flames is on the board.
1-1. We are in that best 2 out of 3 zone now. What is Landkon's counter pick? It's gonna be Spirit Tree. That biplat layout coming in handy yet again. We saw it work out for him on Forest Floor, and it's gonna hopefully work out for him here on Spirit Tree.
Right, starting here, Landkon taking the aggressive. Not looking like it's going to be paying off, though. Games in Flames, massive 35% string.
But Landkon already eclipsing that.
Has to hold the edge guard. Unfortunately, Games in Flames gets another reversal here.
Right now, they are dancing around each other in neutral. Both these characters do have like that sort of horizontal
flip right there. All Landkon has to do is basically gimp Games in Flames right here. Gets the resources backed up, but unfortunately, that up air just so tricky to DI, leads into so many confirms.
Yeah, it's one of his best moves, if not his best move. He's just got so many contenders. Right now, Games in Flames doing a good job of starting the edge guard, keeping Landkon in the corner. Are we going to see a fair? But no, just the charge up strong, going to take it raw. Very even game right now.
All right, I'm looking here. Landkon trying to put the pressure back on, keeping it going. The up air is just doing so much work, but that missed up B, that missed call out is potentially dangerous.
Thankfully, Landkon does manage to make it back to stage. We're setting the neutral once again. And however, Games in Flames immediately throwing it back into the quarter with all these aerials and shines. And this forward air is proving to be Landkon's bane right now. So, Games in Flames doing a good job of playing under and to the side of Hodan, not letting him get these up airs. But the charge fair is going to come out. It doesn't matter much.
Oh, too much patience on the up strong. Landkon's coming back in, just needs to hold this position. Charged fair is such a menace here. Just has to find the kill confirm, drops it. Oh, Games in Flames with the reverse, taking the lead away from Landkon in one fell swoop.
Doesn't matter.
And just like that, we're back to even.
He just had to wait and then throw out that big hitbox. But now Games in Flames does have a bit of the advantage holding center stage and is building up this percent. However, with this start of the string, Landkon has the opportunity to even things right back up. Amazing wait.
Off stage once again. Has to be cautious, has to be courteous. Could that raw up strong lead be his demise?
It just might. He got a little too silly right there. Unfortunately, Games in Flames isn't able to connect the up strong.
Right back to where Landkon likes to best be. And that charged fair off the side. Landkon taking game 3 just barely.
Unfortunately, catching him on the DI out. As we head into game 4 on Rockwall. Interesting, because like we've seen how effective the charge fair can be, and with how close Rockwall's stage is to the last zone, I don't know if this is too good of a counter pick for Zetterburn in this matchup.
Right, but I totally admire the bravery here picking this stage, because those fair chains Zetterburn can land could be huge on a shorter blast zone. Just have to wait and see if Games in Flames can pick up the pace here, as Landkon is currently bullying him into the corner.
Oh, no, he's got him off stage with that up air there. It goes for the high recovery, does manage to make it and refresh resources. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like, I think Zetter does have the fair change. I think it's just funny that, like, in the lore, both of these characters, like, Zetter studied under Hodan, and both these characters have such good forward airs.
Oh, no, there's no way that could be true. I saw that at Hitfall this weekend. There's no way that could be true. The enhanced Monkey NATO into an up B, but Games in Flames answering right back with an up air sweet spot chain, back to even. All Games in Flames needs right here is a good pressure string, and could send Landkon hurtling to the blast zone, but an unfortunate reversal here.
But the pity flip manages to touch the stage. He does get resources.
Once again, resource refresh, but it's very close here. Oh, manages to beat out the Nair. Impressive bravery from Games in Flames.
Unfortunately, drops the string, thinking that fire's going to be expiring soon, but he does manage to refresh it and keep getting those ticks. It's all it's going to take is a raw up strong, just like that. Nope. Purple, unfortunate DI from Landkon. But this is a dead even game right now, especially on the stage.
Sweet spot, gets the sweet spot again, though, with the double. We're back again. Even stock, anyone's game here.
Right now, So Games and Flames doing a good job with this string. Quick 40 on the board. And climbing right now. The rock wall is proving to be a good counter pick, but the upper chain is starting. Unfortunately for Landkon, he does drop it.
Back to neutral. Games and Flames has no reason to approach right now, just has to keep it cool and collected. Cool as a cucumber. Landkon's getting in though, putting up that damage.
But interesting that the shine hit there. As these forwarders are starting to rack up that percent, it's just going to take one. And eventually Games will win the war of attrition versus Landkon. Catches the roll with the down strong.
Another set of amazing DI from Landkon here, managing to live that. It's anyone's game. Tensor. Oh, and the dash attack up strong, taking it. It's 2-2, anybody's game.
Exactly. Are we going to be going back to Rockwall? That was definitely doable for Landkon there. However, just that slight bit of volatility might prove a little too much for him, and so we might see a different stage. As these characters do share a good amount of the same stages, but we are going to be going to Hideaway Aka Treetop. The Hodan home field.
And Landkon's the one coming out of the gate with first blood here, definitely taking a lot more aggression compared to the last game. Chasing Games and Flames down across the stage, but not does it affect him.
Yeah, over the course of the set, like that first game was definitely a little rough for games, but we've just been seeing he has been playing more of that horizontal game versus Hodan, not been getting caught by those up air chains as much. And he's going to take this first shot very dominantly, 30 seconds in with the shine up strong. Unfortunately, he does get caught above Landkon, and he might have to spend resources. With versus Hodan, and that charge fair without resources is deadly versus Zetterburn.
Games and Flames keeping up this pressure with their lead here. Has to be careful though, charge fair at this percent. Without a wall tech could be dangerous. Gets the double jump back from the down B. Just has to sneak back on stage, but Landkon denies him entry.
Red-handed right now. Gets the down air. And sitting with only 9% on the games right now. Has a good amount of extra credit on Landkon, and it keeps on building, especially with the fire. Landkon is approaching kill percent. And will he be able to get the connection though, as these up airs are coming out, starting to swing?
Up air chains definitely putting in their work here for Landkon, getting him a lot of good early percent. But with how high he is right now, any kind of... Ooh! What some fancy footwork there. Games and Flames takes Landkon down to his winner's side stock.
Games really just said don't blink, and unfortunately Landkon didn't get the memo and loses his stock for it there. Right now, building up that percent quick, 24 on the board, and making sure you're sitting nice for when you eventually lose your stock. And we're going to see no Ken combo, unfortunately. Landkon does get the reversal, however he drops the charge fair.
Sweet spot, but good DI from Games and Flames. Keeps him alive twice more.
Attempts to CC the dash attack. Unfortunately, it's just not that much. Just a little too high percent. Tries to get there.
Tries to get the air dodge read. No cigar. A bit too slow on the movement option there. Splash kick takes it. Down to last stock. This is still doable for Landkon.
Exactly. The heavies in this game are so volatile. All it's going to take is one up air string, or perhaps even just a fair to send Games off stage. But the
back air up strong manages to take it.
Clutching out the winner in the semis match. Games and Flames moves on to winner's final. Well, despite the rough start in game one. Up next, we're going to move into our other side of winner semis with Brunch and Boulder.